Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. This video is sponsored in part by Violent Mind, the first volume in the Animal in Man series by Joseph Asfani. Maxon, a cunning fox, stalks the Lioran capital city of Crosswall as a shadow, a lone operative for the city guard who must never be seen or heard and never engage with the enemy. But when he's caught in an explosion that levels a city block, the fox ignores his mission and retrieves a dangerous artifact that could bring the whole planet of Herbridia to its knees. The Relay, a weapon that turns civilized animals into savage beasts. Get your copy at Amazon.com today. Hey kids, and welcome back to the zoo. How you doing? I'm doing alright. My name's Jack. If you've never been here before, welcome aboard. What we're going to be doing today is we're putting in a habitat for the Himalayan brown bear. After that, there'll only be the grizzlies to put in, then we'll have all the bear species put into the zoo, and we can move on to something else. You know, the bears that we've put previously are doing well. I mean, look, we even have baby polar bears. Those are always cute. Anyway, I was doing a little planning, and this is where we're going to put our habitat. Haven't done any landscaping or anything like that. I did do a little bit of actual housekeeping, I guess you'd call it, on the zoo itself. Basically, I took care of some of the VIPs. I took care of a solar panel that was breaking down, things like that, you know. Just the basic stuff. And I did that while I was preparing to start recording. So anyway, we can go right into the habitat build for the bears, which, like I said, is going to be in this general space. Now, this is more... Oh, hey, look. No, I missed that. We have a fight with the Eurasian lynx. Let's see what we got. See if we can fix this. Eurasian lynx. Anyway, the space I marked out for the habitat is much more than they actually need. Okay, I see what's going on here. He's being brought back to the habitat, so what I'm going to do, and there he is, okay, he's back. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to send these three and release them to the wild. Then I will look for a male Eurasian lynx. I was fairly sure I just sent them to the wild. Hold on a second. Yeah, him. Send to zoo. Because what we need to do is we need to have we need to replace some younger animals. Alright, these two. If I can't really... Let me see, can I release them to the wild? I can? Good. Then let's do that. Okay, then Sergey here, he's going away too. And I don't want Sergey because Sergey is Irina's brother and I don't want them making babies. So we're going to release Sergey also. And there we go. That'll let... Lydia, Ilyana, I guess it was her name, and Maximilian have all the babies they want without it being inbreeding. We also have fighting with the clouded leopards. Is it the same kind of thing? Clouded leopards. Yes, it is crowding. That's why. Okay, what we're going to do... We have babies. Okay, she just grew up. So we're going to send these guys to the wild. We're going to send that girl to the wild, and we are going to quick trade him. Or not. Okay, we'll send him to the trade center. And then we will get a younger clouded leopard. Okay, we'll send him to the habitat as soon as it... God, I hate this delay sometimes. There we go. It doesn't always happen, but it happens frequently enough to be freaking annoying. And then... Can I get rid of him yet? No, I can't. Okay. So we have her and we have him coming. And we will send this this youngster to the habitat also so he can grow up. All right, now back to the bears. Anyway, as I was saying, this plan actually gives them more room than they require, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm fairly sure the bears aren't going to mind either. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and start that speed build, and I will talk to you in a couple of minutes. I'm going to pause it so that I don't get interrupted, and then we will go from there. I have to admit that with this build, I thought everything was going perfectly until I realized that they were jumping the moat. I don't know how they did that, because those are supposed to be plaster blocks, unclimbable, and yet they scaled those blocks down, went into the moat, and came back up the other side, and I have no idea how they did that. I really don't. But you know what? That's okay. You find out things all the time. This otherwise was a pretty, once I got the moat finished, the rest of the build just kind of happened. It looks like they don't have as much room as they do. They actually have something like 1,200 square meters, but they only need 500 anyway. The comparison between them and, say, the polar bears is ridiculously ridiculous. Polar bears are land hogs, but these are relatively, they don't need much, and once they're in, they're in, and they're all happy. I mean, look at this sleeping boy. They've already had a baby. Everything's cool. It's a good-looking habitat. So if you liked what you saw here, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, hit those notification bells. All this helps me grow the channel, folks. So if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I love hearing from you. I want to hear from you. Lastly, our next habitat's going to be the grizzly bear, and that'll do it for the grizzlies. I think I'm going to go into the ungulates after that, the antelopes and the deers. So anyway, like I said, if you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, comments, the usual stuff. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
The jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build a zoo.